Hey, you want to feed that donkey some beer?
Hey everyone, I'm Rebecca and welcome to Watch Mojo. Today we're showing you our favorite Norm MacDonald moments.
And in music news, #1 on the college charts this summer was Better Than Ezra. And at #2, Ezra.
For this list, in honor of Norm's memory, we're going to let the comedian's most iconic and hysterical bits do the talking for themselves. And, by the way, 100% of the proceeds from this video will go to the Canadian Cancer Society as part of our Mojo Gives initiative. All right, let's get to it.
Please welcome Courtney Thorne-Smith. You are making a movie with Carrot Top, right?
I made a movie with Carrot Top.
Okay. You've made a movie with Carrot Top. It's not out yet.
Wait a minute, she left Melrose Place to do a movie with Carrot Top?
That's where I'm going, my friend.
It's like 9.5 weeks, but Carrot Top. Basically what we were doing.
Wow. I gotta check out that movie.
Is it called 9.5 Seconds?
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak.
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D. So Paul, yesterday I piled the wife and kids into the station wagon. We go out to dinner. So this waiter comes to our table, Paul, and he's one of the real oily guys. You know those kind of guys, real oily? He looks right at me, he gives me one of these, like, hey, enjoying your shrimp? Hey, enjoying it? Hey, enjoy your shrimp? And you know who else they got now apparently is Cheech from Cheech and Chong. He's on the show as well.
Oh, yeah, Cheech, yeah.
Yeah. He plays a sidekick. And you know, I was thinking about this afternoon, Paul. That seems kind of silly to me, you know, when you think about it. You're making your serious crime drama. You know, you don't want to cast Cheech. That seems, you know who they should have got for that role, don't you, Paul?
Who's that?
Well, they should have got Chong. According to retailers, the most popular Halloween mask this year is O.J. Simpson. And the most popular Halloween greeting is, I'll kill you and that guy who's bringing over your glasses, or treat. Arriving back in the U.S. after his week in London, O.J. Simpson was asked by a reporter why he hadn't spent Mother's Day with his children. A visibly annoyed Simpson replied, "Idiot, I didn't spend Mother's Day with my kids because I killed their mother." Well, O.J. Simpson's lawyers stopped feuding this week, finally. The Dream Team, F. Lee Bailey and Robert Shapiro, were able to put aside their differences and express their admiration for each other after O.J. threatened to cut their heads off. In his book, O.J. Simpson says that he would have taken a bullet or stood in front of a train for Nicole. Man, I'm going to tell you, that is some bad luck when the one guy who would have died for you kills you. That's probably... You don't get worse luck than that. Our top story tonight, this week in the O.J. Simpson trial. After grisly photos of the murdered Nicole Brown Simpson were shown in court, O.J. turned his head away and wept. It was at that moment that he realized he would never be able to kill her again.
When I was young, there was a fella went by the name of Jacques de Gautier. And he was from Témiscamingue, Quebec. And Jacques de Gautier, he was a fella that really thought. And he went over across the pond to the fellers with Cambridge, and he even stood up to them. Mm-hmm. And we thought, boy, he's going to be the next. We had Jean Marchand, Gérald Pertier, Pierre Trudeau, the three wise men of Quebec. By God, Jacques de Gatineau was going to be the next.
Give me the next gun.
Yeah, but he vanished. One time I was in Niagara Falls, and by gosh, I went over to the Sea World there. You know how they have the Sea World? You know, with the different fish. You know.
I didn't know that, but okay, yeah.
But he showed me to the place I wanted to see, which is where they feed the little baby dolphins, because I love dolphins, you know. And who do I see there but Jacques de Gatineau? You were to be a great man, Jacques de Gatineau. And we were all, you know, we pinned all of Témiscamingue, Quebec, pinned our hopes on you. Now, that's a hell of a burden for a man to have a town's hope pinned on them, isn't it, Conan?
It is a big burden.
So he was feeding these baby dolphins, you know, and I said, I'm ashamed of you, Jacques de Gatineau. You could have done so many great things. And he said, well, I think I'm serving a youthful porpoise. Now, I believe that...
Somebody saying, I gotta show you something. They take on a 4-mile hike to show you a dog turd.
So then, a year and a half ago, right, I had a sort of a disagreement with the management at the NBC. I wanted to keep my job, right? And they felt the exact opposite. But now, this is the weird part, right? It's only a year and a half later, and now they asked me to host the show. So I wondered, I go, hey, wait a second here. Hey! I go, how did I go in a year and a half from being not funny enough to be even allowed in the building to being so funny that I'm now hosting the show? How did I suddenly get so goddamn funny? I want to start with John Stamos, our esteemed roast master. John, well, John has a reputation for being a bit of a swinger. Did you know instead of an umbilical cord, John was born with a bungee cord? Gilbert Godfrey, one of my best friends. I love Gilbert. When you go to the men's room later, you'll see a sign that says, gentlemen, pay no heed, go right in. There's no room that says scoundrel on it. No, but Bob has a beautiful face, like a flower. Yeah, cauliflower. No offense, but your face looks like a cauliflower. No, there are times when Bob has something on his mind, when he wears a hat. No, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's never bought Christmas seals. He told me he wouldn't know what to feed them.
And finally, back again, Burt Reynolds in a commanding lead with $14.
Hey, check out the podium. Look at this.
Mr. Reynolds has apparently changed his name to Turd Ferguson.
Yeah, that's right. Turd Ferguson. It's a funny name.
Great. Mr. Reynolds, unfortunately, you're in the lead, so we'll start with you.
Yeah, I'll take the condom thing for $8,000.
That's condiments. For $400. Mr. Reynolds, it's still your board.
Yeah, well, why don't you give me ape tit for $200?
It's not ape tit. It's a petite, never mind. Let's just go to animal sounds for $600. This is the sound a doggy makes. Burt Reynolds.
Who is Scooby-Doo?
No.
Yeah. That was a funny dog, Scooby-Doo. He drove around a van and solved mysteries.
That is incorrect.
No, that's correct. I remember, you had a pal, Scrappy-Doo.
No. Mr. Reynolds, what are you doing?
Yeah, I found this backstage, oversized hat. It's funny.
No, it's not.
Sure it is. It's funny. It's funny because it's bigger than a normal hat.
I see that. Get back to your podium.
Take a look at that.
Yeah, I see it. Go back to your podium. It's not funny.
Thanks, guys. Listen, I don't want to brag or anything, but me and Oprah are making the same money tonight. But, hey, this occurred to me today. ID, which I had to show it again. There's a strange abbreviation when you think about it. I is short for I. And then D is short for dentification. The only country that really worries me is the country of Germany. I don't know if you guys are history buffs or not, but in the early part of the previous century, Germany decided to go to war. And who did they go to war with? The world. But you'd think at that point the world would go, listen, Germany, here's the deal. You don't get to be a country no more on account of you keep attacking the world. I'd just like to say, I know that Mr. Letterman is not for the mawkish, and he has no truck for the sentimental, but if something is true, it is not sentimental, and I say in truth, I love you. Oh my God. Oh my God. See, in the old days, a man could just get sick and die, you know? Now, they have to wage a battle. So my Uncle Bert is waging a courageous battle. And this is the battle. He's lying in a hospital bed with a thing in his arm watching Matlock on the TV. Instead of that battle, I got him the box set of Matlock. And the reason I don't like it is because in the old days they go, hey, that old man died. Now they go, hey, he lost his battle. That's no way to end your life, you know. What a loser that guy was. Last thing he did was lose. And I'm pretty sure, I'm not a doctor, but I'm pretty sure if the cancer dies, I mean, if you die, the cancer also dies at exactly the same time. So that, to me, is not a loss, that's a draw. That's a, you know what I mean? It's not like for instance, today I was driving in a car. You were kind enough to bring a car to bring this old chunk of coal here to the studio.
We send cars for our guests, yes.
Yeah, so I got in it, and I get material that way. So my driver.
What do you mean? How do you get material that way? You get in the car, and what happens?
My driver tells me a joke. A moth goes into a podiatrist's office.
A moth goes into a podiatrist's office, all right?
You are correct. A moth goes into a podiatrist's office, and the podiatrist's office says, what's the problem? And the moth says, what's the problem? Where do I begin, man? He goes, I go to work for Gregory Olinovich, and all day long I work. Honestly, Doc, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I don't even know if Gregory Olinovich knows. He only knows that he has power over me. At night, I sometimes wake up and I turn to some old lady in my bed that's on my arm. A lady that I once loved, Doc. I don't know where to turn to. My youngest, Alexandria. She fell in the cold of last year. The cold took her down, as it did many of us. I no longer love him. As much as it pains me to say, when I look in his eyes, all I see is the same cowardice that I catch when I take a glimpse of my own face in the mirror. If only the cowardice was stronger, then perhaps I'm not feeling good. And so the doctor says, Moth, man, you're troubled. But you should be seeing a psychiatrist. Why on earth did you come here? And then the moth said, because the light was on.
There's big news out there in the sporting world.
The big news is Oscar Pistorius.
Yeah, huge news.
And I don't like him, don't care for him, never did.
Really? You don't like Oscar Pistorius even before he... What are you doing?
I had something in my tooth.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't like him.
You're saying, I mean, a lot of people don't like him now that he murdered somebody, but,
yeah.
but before that... Allegedly.
But also, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have problems with the murder.
Right.
But what I never liked him racing with them things that looked like something Wile E. Coyote would order. And
what?
Well,
you had a problem with him racing with his
blades.
His blades. He was the blade runner.
Yes, he
Those
was.
Teflon blades.
I did have a big problem with it because. I'll put it this way. Let's imagine you're a runner, you know, with legs.
Yeah.
And then you go home, you go, oh, I lost, honey. Who'd you lose to? Guy with no legs.
Wait, you're saying that you didn't like that Oscar Pistorius raced against people with legs?
No, I don't. I feel that one of the basic requirements of being a sprinter is having legs. I feel that they should say, okay, listen, let's, here's the, hey, what about you? I don't think you can be on the team. Why not? Well, you're not a biped. You have no legs, so scram.
Okay.
You take your time as long as you want. But get the hell out of here.
No one's going with you on this. Nobody is with you on this at all.
Except the feller at home that's like, that son of a bitch I lost my race to that got no legs.
Are you saying he had an unfair advantage because he had these?
Well, of course. He had rocket ships.
They're not rocket ships.
Okay.
Andy, help me out here.
No, it's still him running.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Well, guys, I agree with you then. Oscar Pistorius is a scholar and a gentleman.
All right.
He's a murderer.
He turned it around on us.
Alleged murderer.
And that's the part you like.
Yeah, you said I'm okay with that part.
No, I'll tell you something, though, you know, Conan.
Yeah?
We talk about, like, people with promise.
Yeah.
And Oscar Pistorius was a man, and he was a great man. But I'm put in mind of the people that that have promise that are unfulfilled. Mm-hmm. Like when I was young, there was a fella went by the name of Jacques de Gautier. And he was from Témiscamingue, Quebec. And Jacques de Gautier, he was a fella that really thought. And he was smart, you know. He was our hope, I guess. And he was, while I was scrabbling to get out of high school, Jacques Zagatineau had already...
I think you just changed his last name.
Well, you know, a man grows. But this is the point.
Yeah.
Jacques de Gatineau, he went to McGill University and he got 3 degrees, by golly. And he went over across the pond to the fellers with Cambridge and he even stood up to them. Mm-hmm. And we thought, boy, he's going to be the next. We had Jean Marchand, Gérald Tartier, Pierre Trudeau, the 3 wise men of Quebec. By God, Jacques de Gatineau was going to be the next.
Give me the next gun.
Yeah, but he vanished. And I met him, I started to do stand-up and travel from here to there and to here again. And one time I was in Niagara Falls, and gosh, I went over to the Sea World there. You know how they have the Sea World? You know, with the different fish. You know.
I didn't know that, but okay. Yeah. Yes.
Beluga.
The SeaWorld. I've been there many a time.
Okay, so I was checking out the beluga whales and stuff, and I look over, and who do you think I see?
I hope it's that guy.
No, it was just an attendant, but he showed me to the place I wanted to see, which is where they feed the little baby dolphins, because I love dolphins, you know. And who do I see there but Jacques de Gatineau? And here he is, he's feeding the baby dolphins. And I go up to him and I go, Jacques de Gatineau, I feel shame for you. You were our hope. You were to go to Canada, Canada's nation's capital of Ottawa. And you were to be a great man, Jacques de Gatineau. And we were all, you know, we pinned all of Témiscamingue, Quebec, pinned our hopes on you. Now that's a hell of a burden for a man to have a town's hope pinned on them, isn't it, Conan?
It is a lot, big burden.
So he was feeding these baby dolphins, you know, and I said, I'm ashamed of you, Jacques de Gatineau. You could have done so many great things. And he said, well, I think I'm serving a youthful porpoise. Now I believe that...
I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen.
You don't encourage that.
It's like...
That was a 40-minute story.
It's like somebody...
Youthful porpoise?
Youthful porpoise.
Yes.
Not porpoise.
I don't know. Good God.
I know. That was way out of line.
No, that was way out of... Who are you to criticize Oscar Pistorius?
It's like somebody saying, I got to show you something. They take on a 4-mile hike to show you a dog turd. Look at it. Okay.
Well, there's your reel for CBS. We're getting this right to Les Moonves.
Yeah.
I gotta have him.
You want to see that every day, Les? This guy's got
more Quebecois humor.
I love you. I really do. You know that, right?
I know it, man. You're a great man. I've never said this, but you've done so many benefits for me for the gypsies. And
I get the word out about werewolves.
Yeah.
yeah.
You're done now, right?
I'm finished.
Yeah.
Good, man.
That's a can-do, Norm. You came charging out like
Yeah, because people, look at this audience, man. They don't care about that. Why? They like jokes. They got flags. They got flags.
Yeah, they got flags and they're scoring you. You've got 3 9s and an 8 so far.
Wow.
For your
Where
entrance.
are you guys from, man? Ah, sweet. That's Sweden?
Yeah.
God bless you, man. Everything's good about, you know, you're an Irishman. Me mother, she was orange. Me father, he was green. It was the biggest mix-up that you have ever seen. I'm Scottish. I'm a Scot. You're Irish.
Yes.
What are you?
Swedish German.
Swedish German. Are you really?
Yeah, really. Why would I lie about that? It's not funny.
It's very odd, 'cause...
It's a very strange lie. I put one over on those people. Yeah.
Swedish German.
No, I tell you why it's funny, man, because I was in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
I met a good old boy down there, and he said, he said, you know Andy Richter?
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
You met a guy in Georgia and he said, you know Andy Richter?
Oh, yeah, you guys do well there.
Oh.
And he said, I said, yeah. He said, have you ever heard an Andy Richter joke? I said, no. He said, well, most of it's based on him being Swedish German. And then he told me an Andy Richter joke. And
Really?
But I didn't know he was Swedish German. I thought it was all nonsense.
Yeah, well, now this lines up perfectly. Let me ask you something, because it sort of relates to the first...
Wait, don't you want to hear the joke?
No. Oh, you're down to 6. You're down to 6. All right, this joke will get you back up.
You can get him back.
Let's hear the joke.
Well, the fella says, he says, man, he says, you ever hear the time about the old prospector? That's how he talks, you know?
Yeah.
He says, man, there was an old prospector, and he was prospecting for gold, and he was having a hell of a time getting any gold. It was an empty stake, I believe. And he said he'd come into town one day. He'd been in the mine for a good 8 months. He said, by God, he said, I'm only flesh and blood. Sure. Yeah. And I need a woman, you know. And so he goes into town. He goes up to the bartender. He says, bartender, he says, man, I've been in that mine for a hell of a long time, and I'm only flesh and blood. I need a woman. Well, the bartender says, hell, there ain't no women in this town. If you want to do any of that business, all we got is Andy Richter, the Swedish German. The prospector, he says, no, he says, hell, I ain't into that funny stuff, you know. He says, I'll be fine. So he goes back to his state, you know, and he's back in that mine, man, and 6 months passes, and a year passes, and Conan, you know, people are weak. Man is made of flesh and pride, as the scriptures tell us, and by God, that old prospector finally broke to his knees and he said, I'm no worse than he went back to the bar. Yeah. He was a beaten man. He says to the bartender, he says, hell, man, I've been in that place 2.5 years. A man has needs, and if you say there's no women in this here town, he says, well, I'll have to go for Andy Richter, the Swedish German. But he says, listen now, he says, man, I'm a tough old hombre, you know, and I got friends now. He says, I don't want anybody to know about this. You know, this is back in the old days.
Sure, yeah.
He says,
I can tell by the accent, yeah.
He says, I got my cowpoke friends and so forth. I'd hate to hell anybody know about this. You know, this got to be all secret. Nobody. I say, nobody can know about this. Bartender says, well, 4 people will know about it. How do you figure that? He says, well, he says, I'll know about it. He says, you'll know about it. Andy Richter, the Swedish German, will know about it. And the fella that has to hold down Andy will know about it.
Why?
Why? Because Andy Richter, the Swedish German, he don't go for that funny business neither.
Well, at least you left me my dignity.
Yeah.
I like the way that story ended.
Yeah,
That was a nice...
You weren't gay.
Right, yeah. Well, but that's not beside the point.
You were raped.
No, it's more.
Norm, you know, I didn't get a chance to talk to you before the show, and I'd like to find out how you're doing in your personal life. I know you're from Canada.
Yes, yes.
And do you get
rural
back...
Canada, deep rural Canada.
And do you get back there much and see the old gang, the old chums?
God, yeah. You know, I grew up, we didn't know the things that you do in the city.
City folks,
I
yes.
remember when my dad, when I was young, he took me to the first time we ever went to the city. And we saw an elevator, and by God, my dad didn't know what it was, and I didn't know what it was. And we see the doors, it was just magic doors to us. That's what my dad called it. The doors opened, and a big, fat, old, ugly woman in a wheelchair got in. And then the doors closed. And then the doors open again, and a beautiful blonde walks out. And my dad says, quick, go get your mother. Now, I mean, that guy was listen. He was a dirty dog, but he was a good man.
He's a good man,
Yeah, yeah.
You ever see any of the old chums up there in Canada?
Well,
you ever go up to the old rural areas of Canada?
I met a man there last time I was there that lived in the city of Cornwall, where Ryan Gosling hails. And, well, it's a big city because of that now.
Yeah.
And so...
big deal, yeah.
So anyways, he was from the city, and he got tired of the rat race, racing and chasing and trying to keep up with the Joneses.
He got tired of the city life.
Yeah, so
he couldn't take it anymore.
He said, I'm going to get myself land. Land. Man needs land. So he went to the country where we live. And the soil's not arable, it's rocky, hellish. But anyways, he liked it.
Yeah.
And so the first day there, the neighbor fella, Angus McGregor, comes over. I know Angus a long time. And Angus, old fella, he says, what's your name? The guy says, Phil Henshaw. He said, you're from the city, I hear. Yes. He says, well, I just come over to say hello. God, the city fellow says, isn't that something? All the years I was in the city, I never met my neighbor. I lived in an apartment and I never met my neighbor. First day here on the farm, and here you are saying hello. Well, I'm saying more than hello, says Angus McGregor. I'm going to invite you to a welcome wagon party over at my farm. Well, the city fella says, that's exactly what I was looking for. I guess I was looking for a sense of community as well as owning land.
Yeah.
So he says, what's the party going to be like? So Angus McGregor says, well, I won't lie to you, it gets pretty rowdy, a little drinking, a little fighting, a little fornicating. So the guy says, well, that's all right with me. What time do I show up? Angus says, it don't matter, just the two of us. Now...
Right.
NORM MACDONALD. That's very nice. How are you?
No, I had to come back to show the respect, man, because like I started Saturday Night Live the same year you started this show.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, and I remember watching. We'd all watch and go, I don't think it's going to work.
It's not going to work.
And, but then it worked, and it was great, and we're all really proud. And so that's great. And also, it's stunning how Jay Leno outfoxed you again.
Yeah, he's good.
I know. You think, like, everybody's like, oh, I'm Jay Leno. They do the voice and everything. Meanwhile, he's the shrewdest guy. He outfoxed, you're in good company. He outfoxed Johnny Carson, David Letterman. Every 10 years, some redheaded rube shows up.
I'm like some clown off the bus with cardboard suit. Gee golly, this is going to be great.
Yeah, you can have it after me. You go, hey, thanks, Jay. So that's the phone call you got.
Yeah, yeah.
Your agent's like, there's good news and bad news. You are doing the Tonight Show, it's true. But remember that discussion where you said, I'll never have to follow Leno again?
Yeah. It's so nice to have you back, Norm. It's so very nice to have you back. And you bring joy to so many people. And you know what? I'll tell you something, Norm. These are tough times. People need to laugh now because, man, it's the economy. Since I last saw you, the whole economy is tanked.
I watch the news, and I don't understand a lot. Some people think I do. Because I used to do, like, the pretend news. So they'll think I know. But I don't.
Like, really? You get confused about stuff?
Yeah, you know that.
Yeah.
So, but when I'll watch, like, TV or something, they'll say, like, the deficit. And then I go, I've heard that word.
You don't know what the deficit is?
No, do you?
Not really.
But then sometimes I'll hear a word, so it'll be like the Great Depression. One time that's what I heard. I was watching the news, and it said, there might be an upcoming Great Depression. So that one kind of resonated with me.
Yeah, sure. It would. That grabs you, yeah.
Sure, because I've heard of that. I remember, I've read books, and it's not... I didn't mean to, like, I'm bragging I've read a book.
Yeah, yeah.
I read books on the Great Depression, and they seem cool. But I would like to, it would be fun to go, I don't even like my wife anyway, and I don't got no money. I'll just get a stick and a pouch and head out.
No one does that anymore. No one ties a rag to a stick anymore. And what are you going to do?
You're going to find a partner is what you're going to do pretty quick if you value your life.
Really? You're just gonna get...
You see, people, it's all going to be different once the Great Depression, because my dad used to tell me about the Great Depression. Like, if I had money to invest in right now, you know what I would invest in? Guys jumping off the top of buildings. You think that's not going to happen, but soon that's going to be very big. And then those guys won't be powerful anymore because most of them will be dead and the rest severely crippled. And So the powerful guys will be the old hobos.
The hobos from olden times?
From the original Depression.
Oh, okay. Those guys are still around?
Some of them never gave up the life.
Okay.
And they use that stick for more than carrying a pouch on, I'll tell you that.
I don't even know what that means.
What that means is they'll drive your head, they'll, like an overripe cantaloupe it looks like.
What?
Until
The hell is that?
they'll club you to death for a sandwich.
Oh, my God. Well, thanks for spelling it out for me.
All right.
So you're afraid of these hobos?
Well, of course I am.
You really think these old hobos from the Depression, you think there's any one of them left?
Yeah, there's Kitchener Leslie.
What?
He's an old hobo that's waiting in wait for his time. You'll know all about it. You just wait. Hey.
You will literally say anything. It doesn't matter to you, does it?
I thought we were here to, as well as to say a lovely goodbye to you for getting a promotion. Is to say...
You have a big project to talk about.
I have a big project.
Let's tell us what this project is. This is
Are
exciting.
you familiar with Sully Sullenberg?
The captain
You know
who
him?
landed the plane on the Hudson. Everybody knows Captain Sully Sullenberg.
Everybody now knows who he is. I've known him for quite a long time.
You knew him before this whole thing happened?
I knew him 10 years ago.
You knew Sully Sullenberg, the captain who landed the plane on the Hudson,
Yes.
that long?
Yes.
10 years?
Yes. And I, as soon as I first met him, I thought there's something special about this guy, and I bought his story.
You're kidding. That's fantastic. That's great.
Yeah, I met him in, where'd I meet him? Airport. I met him, it was a Sbarro's.
Uh-huh. That adds up, yeah.
And he was getting pizzas, he was getting pepperoni, but anyway, whatever. So,
and I heard you made a movie.
I made a movie.
This is going to be a huge movie. You have the movie of Captain Sully Sullenberg.
Yeah, I could break it here, I guess.
This is great. This is huge.
Well, you want to see a clip?
Yeah, I want to see a clip, and this must have an exciting footage.
Well, well...
This story, the end of this story is incredible when the engines go out and...
The movie's been in the can for 6 months.
You made a movie about Captain Sully Sullenberg, and you finished it before he even crashed the plane on the Hudson, landed it?
Yeah, and it's too bad, man, because I was struggling for an ending for a long time. It's called Sully Sullenberg. Sully Sullenberger.
Burger. You clearly spent 10 years you've known this man? You forgot the at the end of his name?
I call him by a nickname, whatever. It's called Sully Sullenberger, Airport Pilot. But anyways, I brought a clip.
Oh, let's take a look at the clip.
Oh, can I say something?
Yeah, yeah.
I play Sully.
You play Sully in the movie? We have to see this now. Unbelievably, this was shot before the incident that made him famous, but let's take a look.
On behalf of U.S. Airline, we know you have a lot of choices to make, and...
Good crowd, but you're Norm MacDonald. You know, you get that everywhere.
This is an exciting day here at 30 Rock. You know, the Rosie O'Donnell show premiered today, and I was in its tapes at the same floor as Saturday Night Live on 8H. They had flowers sent. There was the whole... It's unbelievable. You know, people must love her. There's flowers all along the entire 8H.
Right.
All flowers. They're sent by, like, there's one from Madonna, one from Elizabeth Taylor, Regis and Kathy Lee. Never seen so many flowers. I didn't even realize you could eat flowers. I didn't even know that. But, no.
Hiya, Rosie. I'll be your pal.
That's
mighty neighborly of you, Norm.
No, she's
Nice
great.
of you to eat all those flowers.
No, she's great. The show is great, you know.
Ah, you're screwed now.
Yeah.
How's it going? It's summertime now, so you got a break from that whole nutty news thing that you do.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why I love coming on this show. I get to do the news stories that I wouldn't be able to do. You know what I'm saying? And,
really? That's the nice thing about this show. It's like you could just do them to a mirror, but what fun would that be?
Wouldn't be much
you come
fun.
here and you can do your stuff.
Yeah, I got other things I like doing in front of the mirror. That's gross.
I don't know what they're thinking.
No.
You didn't mean it that way, of course.
No. So, but one big news story: Twister is the big what do you call it? Movie. Yeah. Twister's the big movie, and I got some news. Apparently now they're thinking about Oscars for the movie.
Yeah.
They're thinking of Best Actor for The Wind. Before the show, you said that stunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were right.
I did. They showed me a sheet of some stuff Norm might talk about. We all know these are completely spontaneous. And I picked that one out. I circled it and said, that ain't going to work. I know this crowd.
You were right.
Yeah, I'm your friend. I'm looking out for you. But you got other ones that I thought were terrific.
Yeah, I didn't like them that much. But, but there was one I just thought of.
Oh,
I was just
really?
reading the paper backstage. Dr. Kevorkian, did you read this? He killed his 29th person just today. And let me tell you something, and I want to tell America, this guy is not a good doctor. I mean, people should start, it's crazy. You know, I have killed less people than that. I'm not even a doctor. You know? Yeah.
No, I go, well, how is life? I know besides thinking of these news story things and stuff like that, you know, you having a good time? You able to relax over the summer, have a good time?
Am I able to have a good time? My cat just had a heart attack.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he had a heart. You ever hear such a crazy thing?
No, I didn't know they got things like that.
Yeah, they get heart attacks. So I got it off Steve Corrin, this writer up at
Sure,
Saturday Night
I know
Live.
him, yeah.
Yeah, so he gives me his cat. Turns out it's some kind of a defective cat, you know? So he's a nice cat and everything. I'm getting along with him. I come back to my apartment last week. The cat's like foaming at the mouth. He's shaking like this. He's foam coming out. So I didn't want to get near it. I thought maybe he'd, you know, who knows? He was delirious. Maybe he'd think I'm a mouse. So I said, I didn't want to get near him. So I phoned 911. You know, I panicked. I phoned 911.
Right.
Which it turns out it's just for people. I didn't know that.
Didn't know either.
They got mad, man. They said they would have me arrested if I phoned back.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, you know, I love this cat. It's a good cat. So I took him down. I got him in a cab, and I took him down to the hospital, the animal hospital. And the guy tells me my cat had a heart attack. He takes him away. He says, oh, yeah, he had cardiac arrest and stuff. And he started asking me questions about, like, he says, I said, what would cause that? He goes, you know, diet, stress.
Stress?
Yeah. Well, he had a big promotion coming up. So, and then he let me visit the cat. He says, you can visit the cat, you know. There's visiting hours. I go, all right. So you go in this room, and then they bring the cat in a cage. He's all drugged up. And then they put the cat, like, on a bed. And then the guy goes, okay, we'll be back in a half an hour. You have half an hour, you know? So I'm with the cat, like, for half an hour. So after 5 minutes, you know, I figured, I got a life to get back to. You know, it's a cat. So we go out, and so afterwards he told me he had a lot of, he said he could have an operation, which was like $4,000, which, you know, I could buy like 100 cats for that, you know? But then I figured, what the hell would I do with 100 cats?
Right. So you got the cat. You sprung for the operation.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
No, there was another thing where he's on medication, you know, and I have him on medication. I have this medication. And he said there was some good news and bad news. He said the bad news was the cat only has like a 20% chance of survival, but he says the good news is it's just a cat.
He's a bad doctor. He's a bad doctor, too. Can you hang on 1 second?
Yeah.
We're going to take a break, folks. We'll be back with more Norm MacDonald. But first, this message from Coca-Cola. After a long day of carrying the Olympic torch, nothing relieves your thirst like an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Right, Oldie Olsen? Here with Norm MacDonald, and you were talking about going to the in the last segment. I understand you actually had to visit yourself.
Yeah,
the hospital.
I went. What happened was on the show, on the Saturday Night Live show.
Yeah, that show. Yeah, I know that show.
I was on that, and Dennis Rodman was a guest.
Dennis Rodman, right?
And so we thought it'd be funny if he headbutted me, you know. So he headbutted me, but he did it really hard, you know.
Do we have a? I think actually someone supplied the clip. This is you're not.
Yeah, that really.
You hear that dull thud of like skull on skull.
Yeah,
it really.
Yeah, and I don't have like a strong head. I haven't been working it out lately.
Really?
But he has like an athlete's head, you know. But no, beforehand he said, like I said, hey, don't hit me with your head, or no, you know, don't really hit me. And he goes, no, Al. He goes, he had this thing where he was going to put his thumbs, and as soon as he touched my thumbs, I go back, and then he got all excited and headbutted me. So like,
so did you feel him like pull the thumbs back, and then real head was coming at you?
And so I like blacked out for like a minute, and then the next day I had this huge headache, so I thought I was going to die, you know. And so I went to the hospital. I went to I don't want to say the hospital, but I went to this hospital and to emergency, you know, and they're all like, they're the craziest guys in emergency, all like crack. Everybody's on crack, you know? Every emergency is a guy on crack.
Yeah.
So I went in and they go like, hey, how much crack do you have, you know? And I go, I'm not on crack. And they go, what happened? I go, Dennis Rodman headbutted me. On the TV. He headbutted me on the TV. So they go, yeah. Right.
How much crack,
Yeah.
So what happened? Anything wrong?
Yeah, I don't know, man. They said, like, you can't tell. They said, like, the only way you can tell is if later on, if you go to sleep and you don't wake up. Yeah.
That's why you didn't mention the name of the hospital.
Yeah, I don't want to mention it. I didn't know this, too. If you go to emergency, you got to pay. They keep sending me bills, like all kinds of bills.
You thought it was free, that you could just go there and...
Yeah. I'm from Canada. It's all free there.
Oh, okay. Now, you know, I guess I've known you for, I don't know, for a little while now, and you've come on the show a bunch of times, and we've gotten, you know, I was kind of surprised because someone told me that Norm MacDonald, has gotten kind of, you know, superstitious, and I thought, that's odd, because I don't think of you as that kind of person.
I never was. I was always a doubting Thomas. I couldn't think of the name. I was always a doubting, I was going to say Fred for some reason. I was always a doubting Thomas, you know. I was always, that stuff, that's not true, that's a load of stuff, you know. So, but then I had this thing, you wouldn't believe it, you know. It opened my eyes and made a believer out of me. What happened was I had a dream, and it was like the number 7 in my dream, a giant number 7. Wow. It was the most vivid dream I ever had. So I wake up from the dream, right?
I'm with you.
Yeah. So I wake up from the dream, from this number 7. I look over at my clock, 7 o'clock, right?
Wow.
So I get up. It's not that coincidental.
No, I'm just sort of going along with you. Yeah.
So then I go out and I decide, hey, why don't I take a cab, you know? So I get in the cab, and it's cab number 7, I notice, when I'm in the cab. Now I'm starting to get a little freaked out, you know? And so I say, hey, take me to the track. I enjoy playing the ponies, you know what I mean?
I hear what you're saying, yeah.
I like going down there, Cohen. I like visiting my money. So,
you crack me up.
My uncle used to say that. So I go to the track, you know, and I say, okay, what do I owe you there, fella? He says, $7.77.
Oh.
I said, good Lord. I said, I thought it was like 40 cents. Anyways. So I go, here you go. I pay him, you know, I gave him like $8, you know.
Right.
So I walk through, like, I walk through gate 7, you know. Went up to ticket window number 7 there at the horse place, you know. And I look up, they have the form there, you know, the racing form shows you all the races. So I look and I see in the 7th race, there's a horse called Lucky 7. And he pays 77 to 1, you know? No. So I say, to hell with this. I say, I'm going to pull out all my money. I pull out all my money. I had like $700.
Wow.
Pull it out. I said, put this all on Lucky 7th and the 7th, you know? I go watch the race. Damn if he didn't come in 7th.
That's incredible. What an amazing story. Well...
you get older? Or you're sort of searching or something? What was it?
I don't know. I just have an intuition that there's a God. When I say God, I don't mean like a force or something. I mean an actual personage. I just have this intuition that there is one. Like I've always had it, and I've always had this deep intuition. Without, I have no evidence or anything, and I don't really like everything I've read from religious tracts or stuff. All seem like insane to me. So I haven't really found one, but although I will say this: of all the religions, I like Judaism and I like Christianity. Maybe it's the way I was brought up, but I do notice. I was thinking about the other day, like there are some people that believe that like man is divine, like kind of a hippie idea that we're all like beautiful creatures. So anyways, I can't believe that because I know my own heart and I know that's not true. And then like other people believe like we're wretched, like the cynics, you know, or the atheists or whatever would believe that we're all just wretched, like nothingness, you know, we're just animals, just creatures. So I can't believe that. That doesn't make any sense, you know, that we're just beasts. So I will say that Christianity has this interesting compromise where we're both divine and wretched, and then there's this middleman, you see, that's the Savior, that through him we can become divine, but we're born wretched. And so it's a very fascinating idea. I kind of like that one because it sort of makes sense. It's the other two are both seem equally untrue. One, that we're all divine and interconnected with nature, just seems like nonsense to me. The other, that we're beasts of the field, seems like nonsense to me. So I kind of like that Christian idea, but I'm not. I don't belong to any church or anything.
Yeah, you don't look. So you believe there's a guy in the sky?
Yes.
But how can you even imagine such a thing?
That there's a man in the sky, invisible man in the sky?
Yeah. Where is he?
Well, we can't see him. I guess it would be, I mean, you know, how could a fish possibly imagine a person?
Maybe they do.
Maybe they do, but maybe they'd be mocked by other fish if they ever brought it up. You know, because if they've never seen it, there's just a difference between, I cannot believe that, I believe in souls. I believe that man has a soul. I actually believe that man has a body. I believe that man is a soul. And it just makes complete, like, finite sense to me because I meet people and they're not reflective of their body. You can see an old withered man who has a bright soul. So their soul is not aging with their body. What makes them, there's obviously a difference between a dead person and an alive person, but an old person and a young person are identical. So that's why I believe that people are souls and not bodies, and that the bodies that we have are no more than garments, really.
That's not just their brain, their thoughts?
Their soul?
Yeah.
No, I believe the brain and the thoughts are like physiological. I think people get mixed up that your brain is a physical thing and your mind is a physical thing. So those physical things, your mind, for instance, your mind can't conceive of inconceivable things. It's beyond its capacity because it's just a mind. All it knows how to do is think. So then how can you conceive of something in a very, very real way that doesn't exist? I think it's impossible. I don't think there are atheists, personally, is my opinion. I don't believe there's any such thing.
Meaning what?
meaning that I don't think there's any such thing. And when I hear atheists talk, all they talk about is God. It's very hard to talk about something that doesn't exist and be fascinated with it. It seems impossible to me personally. Now they might be much deeper than me and be able to imagine unimaginable things, but I don't think that you can imagine something. I think that's the arrogance of man, that he thinks he can imagine unimaginable things. Personally.
But I think atheists are only talking about God because that's the culture we grow up in. For me, I don't identify as an atheist, but I think it's just not a factor in my life. I can't conceive of a God, but you know, if there's one, there's one, and there's nothing we can do about it, and we'll find out in due time, I guess. So it's just an absence of belief. It's not theism, it's atheism. And it's only a reaction to everyone, you know.
It's all it is reactionary.
Yeah, so...
But the problem with it is this, with atheists I have heard, is they're usually, as with most, you know, people that like to argue, they're usually missing the entire point of everything. So, because this is a very important question, and then they end up talking about priests fucking kids or something, or, you know, they talk about the Crusades or some ridiculous nonsense that has nothing to do with the question. So as soon as I hear them talk about that, I go, okay, well, you're a fucking idiot. Why should I listen to anything you say? Further than that, if we were to go to even deeper level than that, if everything was created by accident, then that means that you and I were also created by accident. And that means that Richard Dawkins was created by accident. So why the fuck should I listen to him? Like why would an accident be able to convey to me how he became an accident through a series of accidents? That makes no sense to me.
So, see, now we're getting funny. How about this, though? If God created the universe, he also created the cannibals that are in the news today. He created what created wars and all the badness in the world, too. So how do you explain that?
Well, I don't explain it. I mean...
Why would he?
Why not? I mean, you know what I mean? It's the atheists believe in the fairy tale because they're saying, how could God be mean? Why the fuck can't he be mean? You know, why can't he allow races to be turned to ash? Why not? What the fuck is it matter? It's the atheists that live in the fairy tale saying God should do this, God should do that. You know, you read the Bible, it says rain falls on the wicked and the just. He doesn't give a fuck.
The Bible now.
Well, the Bible, I mean, that's the only one I know, you know.
Yeah. Well, so somebody wrote the Bible. I don't know. That's, have you studied or read philosophy?
Somebody wrote philosophies too. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm just saying somebody wrote atheistic tracts too.
My wife went into a coma.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
And the doctor said to me, you won't hear this from any 1935 comic. He says to me, there's one way to wake her up, but it's a little unconventional. You go in there and you have oral sex with her. I said, by God. He says, I've seen it work. I said, well, I'm willing to try. So I go in there, I'm in there about 5 minutes, and I come out. I said, Doc, she's choking.
So here he is, the always amusing Norm MacDonald. Norm, think you're very funny, Norm. I always enjoy your work, and I'm glad you're here. Nice
Me too, man. You're the funniest dude in the world.
No, I'm just mediocre funny.
And you got the 1,000 shows,
right.
1,000 shows.
Yeah, but you're really funny, and you'll always have that. I'm just a dork, you know.
What?
I'm just a dork, you know, struggling. Just a guy trying to make a buck.
What?
What have you been doing? What have you been doing? What's going on in your life? Take us through some of your activities, your life, your free time. So, you know, a couple hours with Norm MacDonald.
I got a lot of free time now, and so what I did was I returned to my first love, you know, dance. I returned to my first love, the stand-up comedy.
Oh, you're doing the stand-up. Good for you.
So I go around the country to different smoky nightclubs, and I do my jokes, you know, and it's great, you know. It's the doing the jokes is fun, but then the rest of the time, did you ever go on the road?
A little bit. I didn't care for it. It just didn't have the stamina for it. It's difficult.
It's rough, man, because other than doing the stand-up, you just go to a town, you're basically like a drifter or something, you know. You show up, you hang around, and then you sit and you're watching the TV all the time, you know. And I love the TV, you know, but when you watch it all the time, you just watch anything, you know. I watched an ESPN too. They got all the Deuce.
Yeah, sure, the Deuce. Yeah.
And they got sports there that, you know, they're kind of weird sports. Like they got kickboxing. Yeah. You ever heard of that sport?
Yeah.
And that's an odd sport. What they do is they combine the style and grace of boxing with kicking. You know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of immature. A guy's boxing, all of a sudden he kicks the guy, you know. They're just cheating, you know.
Yeah, I think so. Sure.
Yeah. And then also what you do is you try to get the pay movies there, you know.
Oh yeah. You ever dial up any of the? You can get like first-run features.
Yeah. I ordered Pulp Fiction. You know that movie?
Oh sure.
It's a gritty urban satire, you know. It said that on the little thing. I wouldn't have known. And so I said, yeah, I'll get Pulp Fiction. I heard great things about that. So I order it, right? Mm-hmm. And they send me a different movie, a movie called by the name of Pump Friction.
I never heard of it.
You never heard of that movie?
No. What is it?
Well, it's different than Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction is a gritty urban satire. Pump Friction is a bunch of dudes and ladies having dirty sex.
Whoa!
And, you know.
So there's a mix-up, obviously.
Yeah. And it wasn't a bad movie, you know. It was. Actually, with those dirty movies, I find, like, they're good for about 15, 20 minutes. I'm really interested. Right. And then there's one point that all of a sudden I'm bored, you know. I just lose interest completely, and I feel deeply ashamed, you know.
The human mechanism working there. I don't know what that is. Norm, how's your family been with your recent situation with Saturday Night Live? You don't work there anymore. They're probably very proud when you had the job, and now you don't have that. I mean, how have they been a bit supportive, I would think?
Oh, yeah, they're supportive. My mom came to visit me, you know, here in New York City, and she wanted to go to a Broadway play. That's her idea in New York.
Sure.
Broadway, you know, they got the Broadway plays.
She comes down from Canada?
Canada, yeah, from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. And she's, you know, she doesn't know, like, she's not a big city person like you and me. So she's like, oh, we got to go see a Broadway play. So, but I didn't want to, because the last time she came and visited, I took her to this Broadway play, and I'd never been to a Broadway play, you know. So I took her to this one. They had this one, How to Succeed in Business, even if you don't really care to.
Right.
And I take her to that.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Sarah Jessica Parker. Right. She wasn't there. They had some other lady. So we get in there, and I'd never been to a play. Oh my God, it's horrible. You go in, and you got to sit. They have little chairs. You're all crunched up. It costs like $90 or something like that. And then you sit there, you watch it, and these dudes come in. They're all doing stuff, you know. And the thing is, like, you kind of got to use your imagination a lot, because they'll go, like, it's an office, right? Meanwhile, it's just a chair and a desk, you know? And then they have, like, maybe a window with, like, a fake moon behind it. So you go, oh, I guess it's nighttime there, you know? And it's, like, just hellish, you know? And then everybody's singing every time, you know? And singing and dancing around, and it was about business, you know, about the business world, you know. And so at one point there, the coffee guy comes, you know. He's bringing in the coffee. And so then they all get excited because the coffee's coming. And so they're singing, oh, here's the coffee, we want to drink the coffee, you know. And very excited about that. And my mom, she talks. She's used to just watching the TV.
Sure.
And so she doesn't know that you're not supposed to talk out loud. And so she's like, the whole time, she's like, oh, good God, that's just like me. I have to have my coffee in the morning. And I'm like, all right, you know, it's okay. And then I think the coffee machine broke. And then everybody went, oh, we don't have our coffee. So it lasted forever. And like, you're just watching this stuff and trying to imagine what it would really look like on the TV, you know? So then finally the damn thing's over. It takes like an hour and a half. And you go, okay, let's get the hell out of here. You go out. It's not over. It's intermission. They have an intermission. So intermission, you know, it's you go out into this crowded foyer just packed with people, and they're all discussing it, you know, they're going, hey, remember the coffee there? And I'm going, holy Lord. So I see some dude that works there. I go, hey, listen, you got that Knicks Charlotte game on somewhere? Because I knew the Knicks were playing the Hornets there. And the guy, no, sir, no, you know. And I go, anything, the sports ticker or something like that? He goes, no, this is the theater. You know, he's all like snooty, you know. This is the and the, like, you know, it's a theater. There's got a whole bunch of them. The theater. So then now when she came back, I you know, definitely didn't want to take her to another but you know, it's my mom and everything, and she's got, oh, you gotta go see another Broadway play. And I go, yeah, then you know, the playoffs are starting and everything, you know, but so I go, okay, well, why don't we go to like you know, Cats? I hear that's a good thing. Sure. You know, so I take her. Oh, you know what, an interesting thing, when we're going to Cats, we're walking down the street, and my mom stops in a donut shop. She likes eating donuts, and she goes in to buy herself a cruller there, and I stay outside.
A cruller?
A cruller is a type of donut.
Cruller is the same as a cruller?
What did I say?
I think you said cruller, but I could be wrong as well. I don't know. Cruller. Maybe a cruller.
No, it's a cruller.
It's a cruller. All right, fine, sure.
I'm pretty sure it's a cruller.
Yeah.
No, because even on the thing it says C-R-U-L, and then over the U is like one of those things.
Yeah.
So I said, yeah, go get yourself a cruller. And I waited inside. She comes out, she goes, oh, Norm, oh my God, you wouldn't believe it. She says, your friend David Letterman is in the donut shop.
Is that right?
And she thinks we're friends, you know, I don't know. I guess I told her we were friends.
Yeah, we're sort of friends.
I told her we were best friends.
Well, I would like to be your friend, too.
So she says, oh, he's in there. And I go, Mom, man, David Letterman's not in a donut shop. You know, it doesn't make sense. And, you know, he's my best friend. I would know, you know, if he was in a donut shop. So she says, no, just go say hi to him. He'll like to see you. So I go into the donut shop, and there's a dude sitting there. He's not you.
Yeah.
He's just some dude with like a Late Show T-shirt on.
Right.
And I think he was even like a Mexican guy or something like that. You know?
It could be, I guess, yeah.
And so I said, oh, man, that can't be David Letterman, you know? So I walk out and I say, Mom, you know, that was him, but he's busy, you know, and he doesn't want to be bothered by any of this. So anyways, we go to the Cats, you know, and this is something I've heard about for years, Cats. Been around
now
a long
and forever.
Time. Yeah, is that what it is?
I think.
Yeah, and I go there. I go, what?
Cruller.
So I go to Cats. You're not. I don't know if I'm an idiot or if everybody else is an idiot, but it's probably me.
No.
It's about cats.
That's right.
I'm talking. It's about actual cats.
Actual cats.
So I said to the guy at halftime during the thing, I go out and I say, there's a dude working there. I say, good God, man, that's about actual cats, right? So the guy goes, well, what the hell you expect? It says cats. And I go, I don't know. I thought it was like a symbolism. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure, right.
I mean, if you went to like
nice
Dog Day afternoon and there's a bunch of dogs in the afternoon, you'd want your money back.
Literal, exactly, yeah. Listen, Norm, it's good to see you again. I want you to have a lovely summer and keep us posted as to what's going on in the future. All right? Nice to have you with us.
Hey,
Norm.
thanks for
Norm MacDonald, ladies and gentlemen, right here. We'll be back.
Norm, you look great.
I do, yeah. I mean, you do too.
Well, thank you very much. We haven't seen you in a while, and you look like you're really in shape. Are you taking care of yourself? You working out? What's going on here?
I'm I'm all right. My cholesterol was, I had problems with my cholesterol.
Oh, yeah.
So I went to my doctor last year, and I got my cholesterol checked, right? And then I came back again this year, and he's like, how are you doing with that cholesterol? And I go, I'm not doing anything. And he goes, well, I'm looking at your file here, and last year it showed that your cholesterol is alarmingly high.
Oh, my.
So I go, well, you didn't tell me that. And he said, yo, I told you that. And I go, no, I would remember that phrase, alarmingly high, you know? So he says, well, let's do it again, you know? And I go, well, all I've been doing is eating cake and, swallowing, chugging half and half. So I go, I know that the test...
Chugging half and
I know
half.
the test will come back, and it will be whatever the word is that's worse than alarmingly high.
Right.
You know? So I was so scared, you know? So it comes back, and it's really off the charts, you know? And I'm like, oh, geez, man, are you going to have to do a Letterman on me there, you know? And he goes, so he goes... Because I don't like that stuff. And he goes, no, we haven't reached that level yet. You know, your cholesterol's high. You can lower it, but he goes, I have to warn you, you have to lower it, or we're going to have to do a Letterman on you.
Yeah,
so I said, okay, you know, and I went on this incredible, like, I did it myself. I just checked the www computer, and I found out all the things. And in 10 weeks, my cardiologist was like stunned. Yeah. She's worked in the field for 26 years and never seen it. But anyways, from 296 to 120.
Whoa, wow.
10 weeks. But the only bad thing is they have bad cholesterol, good cholesterol. One of the cholesterols didn't change, and my cardiologist explained to me that cholesterol will only be changed by exercise. So I was like, geez, you know. So, because I'm really good at not doing things, like not eating stuff, but I'm bad at going out and doing stuff. And so I got a trainer, and it was all, not good.
Tough.
Yeah, man alive, holy crow.
Yeah. Well, it looks like it's paid off.
It does?
Yeah. What kind of stuff was the trainer doing with you?
He was, these guys are like superhuman. They look like Dash Riprock, you know, from earlier, you know. They're like superhuman beings, you know. So they think you can do what they can do, you know. Right. And I've told the guy, $50 an hour. I said, look, don't try to earn your money or anything like that, you know. Like, all I want to do is get my cholesterol down. I don't care to have a vein in my arm.
Yeah.
And, you know, no use for abs. I just want to not die. So, but he's like, I know what you can take. I know what you can handle, you know? And I'm like, all right, you know? So he's got me doing them bench presses, and then he'd do this trick, like he'd go, okay, we're going to do 15, you know? And he'd go, 5 more, 3, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1, and 10 more. And I go, what the God? Why did he say 25 in the first place, you know? So anyways, I'm in the gym there, and we're doing the things, and over in the corner, a fracas happens, a little thing. I go, what happened over there? And it turned out, guy had a heart attack. And they took him away. I'm like, what the hell? He's like, yeah, man, I hope they don't have to do a Letterman on that guy, you know?
All right, Norm, stay right there. We'll be right back with Norm MacDonald.
Hey, Bill.
You did some traveling, I guess, since we last saw you. Were in.
Yeah, I did. I never been overseas, and I went to Amsterdam. My dad was in World War II. He was a lot older than I. Well, obviously, he was older than I was. He had me when he was an older fella, and he served in World War II, and he liberated Holland, you know, from the icy grip of that dork Hitler, you know. Yeah. So, and you know, with Hitler, the more I learn about that guy, the more I don't care for him. I can't. Yeah. And there's nothing redeeming about the guy. I tell the guys, I go, how on earth could these Germans like follow this lunatic, you know? And they're like, oh, he was an incredible public speaker, you know? He could hypnotize you with his public speaking. And then I see him, he's like, strangely, I go, what? That's not my idea of a silver-tongued devil, you know? So anyways, that's not the point. Yeah. The point is my dad went over and he liberated Holland. I'll tell you something about the Dutch. They don't forget, you know. My dad, a dirt poor farmer, you know, couldn't be poor, went over to Holland, liberated the country, and they never forgot. Every 5 years he would go and they would throw pedals, you know, and it was fantastic.
They're still grateful. The Dutch were still grateful for what the Canadians had done.
So I went over.
He was in the Canadian Army, right?
Yeah, well, mostly it was my dad, but...
Yeah.
No, I used my dad as a surrogate for the entire Canadian Army. Right. But, so I went over because my dad's dead. And so I said, it'd be great to see, you know. And so I went to Amsterdam, and oh my Lord. At first, you know, it's a picturesque place. People are driving around their bicycles over cobblestone streets with canals. It's beautiful, windmills, and it looks, but then the whole country's gone to hell in a handbasket. You would not believe this. You can do drugs legally.
Really?
Legally. They have a place called coffee shops, right? So I went into one. I said, hey, man, I enjoy coffee, but can I have a coffee? They're like, we don't have coffee. It's a coffee shop. They go, we got drugs. So I'm like, I don't want drugs. That's wrong. What the hell are you talking about, you know? And then prostitutes. They have prostitutes in the window. You walk along, and there's prostitutes in the window that you can go and have illegal sex. It's legal there, and it's all ass over tea kettle wrong, you know? And so then I had a whole different view of the place of just these, you know, crazy people.
It's just not right.
So anyways, one night I was going back to my hotel, and I'm going back to my hotel, and I can't find my hotel because everything's in, you know, they're all foreigners, so it's all different language, hard to find streets and stuff. So I was walking around forever. Finally, I see my hotel, you know, and I get there, and there's a red light, you know. And have you ever been to those places where, not a red light like a red light district,
a traffic light,
a stoplight that was red, and you know when the red never changes? You ever been in that experience? So I'm standing there, and the red, a minute goes by, 2 minutes go by, 3 minutes go by, whatever minutes go by, and it never changes, and there's no traffic at all. So finally I go, I'll just walk across the red light, right? Yeah. What harm can be done? Walk across the red light. Immediately a police officer comes riding a bicycle. So then this guy, you know, he's like, you know, talking with his foreign thing, and so he writes me a ticket, you know. I go, are you kidding me? Your whole country's a bunch of drug-smoking prostitute people, you know?
This doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense. And also, if it wasn't for my dad, then that guy wouldn't get to have the freedom to drive his fruity bicycle anyway, you know?
That's right.
Yeah, he'd be living in a country where a guy was going, frankly.
I'm glad you're back, Norm.
Thank you, David.
So here's the new CD, Ridiculous, in stores now. Norm, always a pleasure.
Oh,
back
it's great
again
to be
soon.
back.
Thank you very much. Norm MacDonald, ladies and gentlemen,
is the always entertaining Norm MacDonald, ladies and gentlemen. I saw that show today, Norm. Very funny.
What show? The TV show?
Yeah, your TV show.
Oh, yeah,
congratulations. And by the way, you look very youthful. And how come we haven't seen you in 2 years?
Oh, how come I haven't been here in 2 years?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I've been busy. I got a kid, you know.
I know. How old
well, you got a kid?
Yeah, I do.
How old's Harry?
He's 7.
Yeah, man, they grow up so slow. You know, it's barely discernible. Isn't it?
Yes, how old is your son?
He's 18. They get far less cute.
Yeah.
They're not as cute when they're out on the lawn punching you in the chest.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's good to have you here.
Oh, it's good to be here,
and,
man.
In addition to the new show, the Norm MacDonald Sports Show, you have like your was it your first stand-up special?
Yes, I did a Comedy Central special.
Great.
One of 40 they did this year on Comedy Central. And but it was fun. But I got a weird time. They showed it at 11:30 and on Saturday, and it turned out that was during this thing called Earth Hour. I think some people know what it is.
Yeah.
On Earth Hour, you have to turn off your electricity. So,
wow. That's horrible.
And as you know, and as I know, and as they apparently know, TVs are powered by electricity. So, and furthermore, my key demographic is damn dirty hippies.
Yeah.
So,
oh, man.
Well, you know, what are you going to do?
You took one on the chin there.
Yeah.
Now, Norm MacDonald, ladies and gentlemen, just happy to be out here. I tell you right now, I wish the Norm Show, that's what they call it, the Norm
Show.
Yeah, I wish that was going to be on the CBS network instead of the ABC network.
Yeah.
Because CBS needs all the help we can get. ABC is fine. They got Barbara Walters.
Yeah.
And whenever things start to sag over there, she'll interview Oprah. And so they don't need any help. We need a blockbuster smash comedy hit.
No, you got Everybody Loves Raymond. I love that.
That's right. See, this would be
great show. You guys love that show?
This would be the perfect. This would be the perfect companion piece to Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yeah.
Everybody Loves Norm.
Huh?
What kind of a kid were you when you were a kid?
Me? When I was growing up?
Yeah.
I was all right. Yeah. But I want to talk about the show.
Go ahead.
The Norm Show, because I have to do this, you know?
Tell the people what it's about.
Because I have to, you know, promote it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not comfortable in promoting.
You only have to promote the first one, and then after that, everything takes care of itself.
Right. So it's about me. I play a dude named Norm.
Right.
That was my idea. And so I'm a guy who got kicked out of the NHL for gambling, you know? Right? And then I have to do community service as a social worker, you know? And I hate it. I don't like being a social worker. So that sounds pretty funny, right?
I enjoyed it. I've seen the first two shows, and it made me laugh out loud.
Yeah. See, the problem is, Dave, I'm not a great, like, promoter, you know, like my manager's always saying, I got to get out there and like promote, and I'm not comfortable with that. I'd rather just, you know, talk and tell stupid stories and everything like that. So I was thinking, you know, like since my manager's always, oh, you got to promote it, I was thinking that maybe he could come out and just promote it himself because, you know what I'm saying?
You have a manager?
Yeah, I got a manager. I had to because I only had an agent, and he was no good, and then they said, you got to get a manager. So you got to get a manager, you got to get a manager. And so they said, you know, maybe Mike Ovey. He says, all these guys. But I picked this dude that he's my manager. And I thought maybe I could bring out him and he can, like, promote the show.
Our first guest is a very funny man with his own brand new television program called The Norm Show. It premieres Wednesday on another network. Here's our good friend, Norm MacDonald. Norm? Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
I got to tell you something, Norm. I'm very happy for you because one or two times ago when you were on the show, you had been fired. You'd lost your job at Saturday Night Live on the Weekend Update because those people didn't have the guts to stand by you. Because those people wouldn't know funny if it bit them in the ass.
Yeah.
And they, of course, were hoping that they'd never hear from you again.
Yeah.
They were hoping, of course, that they had squashed out another career.
Right.
They thought, oh, okay, that's it for him. We don't have to worry about... Well, I saw two shows that you did, two of the Norm shows.
Oh, yeah?
I guess shows... They're unbelievably funny.
Oh, you like
They're great shows.
Oh, that's nice.
And I believe this thing's going to be a huge hit. And then, and I don't want to tell you how to run your career, but then just line up all those punks over there at NBC. You know, your Don Myers, your Lorne Michaels, your Skippy, what was
Skippy Lowe, yeah.
Skippy Henderson.
Yeah.
Oh, Skippy Lowe?
You just line up all those boys and tell them to kiss your ass.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. No, it was nice. I was working like all the time, so it was good. Like after the show, I got to I returned to my first love of doing nothing. You know, and then I hung out for a while, and then I started on this and everything like that. But it's nice.
Turned out great.
It turned out all right. I got a chance to just be
vindication.
What? I don't know. Who knows how the show
I think it'll do pretty well. Because you're on right after the very popular Drew Carey show, and then your show, people dialing in to see you, and lo and behold, and you know, by the way, a lot of stuff on TV ain't that entertaining.
Yeah.
They dial up your show, and holy crap, it's actually funny.
Yeah, well, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good that it's going on after the Drew Carey show because a lot of people watch that.
Right.
And then people, they never turn the channels.
That's right, they don't. I mean? It's inertia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even with the clicker.
Well, they're in for a great surprise, my friend.
Oh, that's nice.
Congratulations, I'm very happy.
Yeah, that's nice.
See, and at the time... At the time, I think I was more upset than you were, and now that you're back on top, I feel like I'm happier than you were. I feel like I care more about your career than you do. Is that possible?
Well, I like, mostly I like watching TV.
If you like watching TV, I had your hands full last night with the Academy Awards. You had 4 hours there. Did you get to see any of that?
Well, I watched it all. I don't know the movies this year, you know?
The nominees?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see it. The only movie I saw was the Life is Beautiful movie.
Oh, Roberto Benigni.
Because I love Roberto Benigni.
Entertaining.
Yeah. But I'd never seen him in a movie. The only time I'd ever seen him was on your show, and he was always real funny.
Yep.
And so I went to that movie. It was in Life is Beautiful. And I'll tell you something about that movie. It might be a great movie and everything, but it's got a huge drawback. None of the characters speak English. You know? And for me, a person who it's the only language I understand is English. You see? So I'm screwed. I'm like, what the hell? And then, of course, and then the title is English. They fool you, you know?
Yeah,
like, Life is Beautiful. Those are all 3 English words.
Yeah, there you go.
So I wouldn't have gone if it was like amore, d'amore, more. You know what I mean? That's an Italian word.
Is it? I don't know.
It's the only Italian word I know.
Yeah, well.
So, and then I get in there, so it's all these dudes speaking Italian, you know, and I'm trying to, and so what they do is they put words, you know,
subtitles.
Yeah. So now now I have to read, which is the reason I go to movies, so I don't have to read. Sitting here reading. And you know how annoying it is when you're reading and somebody's reading over your shoulder? Well, it's like 200 people reading over your shoulder. But he's a funny guy. He pretended the whole unpleasantness there in Europe was a joke.
Yeah. Is that what it is?
Yeah, he has a kid. He has a little 10-year-old child, and they go to a Nazi concentration camp, and his kid's not that bright. So he just pretends that to the kid, like you'll see like crazy like Nazis doing it, and then Roberto Benigni gets behind them and goes. So the kid thinks it's a big joke.
Let's move on, Norm.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're living in Los Angeles now, where you do your hit TV show.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like Los Angeles.
You're originally Canadian, right up in the Toronto area?
In Toronto, yeah.
Come down here to New York.
I come to New York, and Toronto and New York is great because they have cabs and subways, because I don't know how to drive a car, you know.
You don't drive at all?
No, I never learned how.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I don't like them. I find them dangerous, you know? Like, you drive and you're in a car and you're going like 70, and then another car comes, he's going 70, right? And then there's like a foot between you, you know?
Yeah.
You're like, ah, and they're honking, they're honking. And then who knows what, it's only a foot, you know? They move a little bit and there's a crash, and you're always seeing crashes. Every time you drive, there's a crash, there's a big twisted wreckage of a crash, you know? And nobody seems to care. They're like, oh, I guess I'll be late for work. You know?
So you don't drive at all?
You know, like imagine you're in a plane and you're flying and you look out, there's some plane wreckage on a mountain, right? Or a plane comes beside you like 10 feet. Ah, he's honking, you know?
That's sky rage. So you... No, I don't think so. But now you're living in Los Angeles, where it's nearly essential to be able to drive.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really, everything's far apart from each other.
What do you do?
I bought myself a bicycle. And I don't know how to drive a bicycle either, but on a bicycle you can just go on the sidewalk, so you're the most dangerous, you know. And so I go to the bike store, I don't know, and the guys tell me, hey, all these bikes, you know, they have all this technical mountain bike. I'm not going to be on a mountain.
Right.
You know? I'm just going to be on the road, the sidewalks. So he goes, what kind of bike you looking for? So I said, I don't know, I think I'd like a red bike, you know. And so he sells me this one. And it's very complicated nowadays. You got to get a lock, you know, and the locks, they aren't like the old days, just a soft lock. They're hard. He goes, hard lock that you have to, it's, you know, because he says, we always got to stay ahead of the bike thieves, you know, bicycle thieves. So, this bike lock was impossible to turn on.
Combination kind of deal?
No, you had to go around the thing and, like, twist it. Anyways, so it's hard to explain. So I drive on my bike to get some groceries over at Ralph's.
Mm-hmm.
And
you shop at Ralph's?
Oh, Ralph's is the best.
Is it nice there?
Oh, yeah. If you like apples.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I like.
You like apples?
I do. I like apples. Produce, good produce?
Yeah, well, the best apples, man. So I go.
You run a lot of specials at Ralph's? Or they have like the everyday low prices?
No, they're everyday low prices,
you
know?
Yeah.
So I get my bicycle to the Ralph's place, you know, and I try to get this damn lock on. It doesn't work. I can't figure it out or anything like that. So then I figure to myself, I
I'll just leave it here unlocked.
Right in front of Ralph's.
Yeah, because I figure, what's the odds of my unlocked bicycle and a dirty bicycle thief showing up at the same time?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
You're not going to be in there all day?
Yeah, just like 5 minutes, buy some cookies and some, you know, an apple. So I get my groceries out. You know, I bought a lot of groceries, you know. I bought a whole bunch of groceries, and I get out, my bicycle's gone.
No.
Yeah, some dirty bicycle thief has stolen it, you know?
My God,
Yeah.
that's unbelievable. You have terrible luck.
Yeah, it's just a happenstance that happened. So there's a security guy there, you know, the Ralph security guy. I run up to him. I say, hey, man, did you see somebody steal a bike? And the guy goes, no. He says, I saw somebody just get on a bike and ride away. He goes, was it locked? I go, of course it was locked, you know. And then I realize I'm holding the lock in my hand. So I look.
It's a bad deal. Stay right there, Norm. We'll be right back here with Norm MacDonald. Here's the always enjoyable Norm MacDonald. You look terrific. What? That's a beautiful suit. You look like $1 million. Oh,
yeah, I bought a suit. I got one for show the respect, you know.
Oh, I appreciate that. Show the respect to me?
Yeah,
Oh, well, thank you very much.
All right, I'll show the respect.
That's very thoughtful. How was your summer? What'd you do?
Man,
Anything good?
It was great. It was a lot of fun. I have a little boy, you know.
How old's your son?
He's 6 years old.
Oh, that's great.
I want to say 6. And he's a lot of fun. I do things with him, you know. We play and stuff.
What do you do? What kind of things?
I took him to Disney World.
Well, there you go.
Down in Florida. You ever go there?
I've never been there, no.
Well, you don't have, you're barren. Not barren, but
That's
you have
right,
no
I'm
children.
barren.
I'm sorry.
That's right, I'm barren. I'm infertile.
Only
That's right.
ladies.
I can't possibly have children.
No, I didn't mean that. I meant you don't have children.
I don't have any currently, no.
So, but I got to tell you, man, if you ever have kids, I hope you will, then you should take
Have you been
place.
talking to somebody at the lab, Norm?
No, but Disney World is a beautiful place.
Yeah, so you
get to see.
What's your son's name? Timmy?
Little Dylan.
Dylan.
Yeah, Dylan. Not little.
Named for Bob Dylan?
Yeah, I named him for Bob Dylan, and I thought, hey, man, nobody's going to be named Dylan. That's a cool name, because when I was a kid, I always read Dylan.
Thomas?
Dylan Thomas, a Child's Christmas in Wales.
Yeah.
And so I said, hey, nobody will have that name. And then everybody has that name because they had that kid on 90210. This is too long, right?
Well, you know, after that discussion of my fertility, I don't much care.
The point is, he's a good, well-behaved boy, and I took him to Disney World there. We had a lot of fun, my God. We went to the... They have a new thing. Usually they have the goofy Pluto, you know, the regular characters, but they also have actual animals in a safari park.
Oh, yeah. Wild, dangerous jungle beasts.
Yeah. And you take your child through and you see, and it's a lot of fun, except they don't tell you they're not wearing any pants. You know, like Goofy and Pluto, right?
What are you talking about?
Well, Goofy, you know how...
What in the world are you talking about?
You know when you see Mickey Mouse,
Mickey Mouse is a cartoon character.
He's always got some trousers.
He always has pants on, that's right.
Right. Well, the dangerous lion and elephant, they have no pants on
Because those
at
are
all.
real, actual living beings.
Right.
They're not animated cartoon characters.
Exactly, but I'm a living being. I don't want my child to see my, thing, right? That's what I'm saying. I don't want my child. It's fine for you and me.
Completely different species, Norm. A completely different species.
Still,
it's a whole different deal, my friend.
I'm not offended by it myself. But children ask questions, and they go, what's that thing there between the elephant? A big, giant, god-awful looking thing? You know? I don't know.
Sounds like you have a very special child, Norm.
No. Maybe you find it very attractive.
No, I don't find it attractive. It's just I don't see it as a problem. It's just like it's a rhinoceros, Eddie. It's just a rhinoceros.
Right,
That's
but
all
what would you say is the thing that...
I just say it's his wallet. It's where he... It's a shaving kit. That's where he keeps some change and a comb.
Yeah. Maybe if you had a few more dollars in your wallet, you'd have a kid.
Now you're joking. Now you're joking.
No, because I was trying to make it.
Yeah, you tried to make it. Very nice.
I bet you will have a nice kid one day. You'd be a great father.
That'd be fun. I'd like to have a kid.
You'd be a good
I hope he
man.
turns out just like you. Yeah, so where were we? Now, you and your son are there in Disney World.
Had a lot of fun. We got
you know, you get these animals like Mickey Mouse and Pluto and stuff. My kid loves them. They give autographs out. You know, the kids stand in line for like an hour.
You mean the costumed characters?
Yeah,
right.
not the actual animals.
Yeah.
And so you know, you get the kids are all excited. Hey, I'm gonna get Mickey Mouse's autograph. Of course, you and I know that ain't Mickey Mouse. That's some college kid. You know.
Yeah.
And so I'm not gonna stand in line an hour.
You know that for a fact.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm not gonna stand in line an hour to get some dude's autograph.
You're very savvy, Norm. You're very savvy.
So I said to him, I said, listen, Dylan, have you ever heard of the character parking lot attendant?
Oh. Pretty good. Get him in the car, get him home.
Yeah. No, he's a good boy.
Yeah. How's the show? Are you all excited about the premiere?
Yeah.
What do you got coming up for us? What's new? What's happening on the show? You got to have a hook. You got to have a gimmick, my friend.
Yeah. We're trying to get the guy I'm doing it with. You know, he's the co-creator. This dude. He said we got to get celebrities. You know, because
guest stars,
guest celebrities. Yeah. Because a lot of the shows have celebrities. Like I saw Dharma and Greg was on your show last night. Bob Dylan going to be on.
That's
show.
right. Exactly.
Yeah. And you know, Heidi Klum's on another show. So, anyways, they said let's get some celebrities.
Good idea.
Yeah. And then it turned out they wanted me to phone celebrities. They said, "You have any celebrity friends you could phone?"
Oh yeah.
And I don't have any at all. I don't know anybody.
Does that make you feel kind of wormy when you have to place that call? I hate doing stuff like that because I know they don't want to hear from me.
I got one guy.
Oh really? Well, that's good. So you're doing better than I would.
You know that guy that was Maud's husband? Played Maud's husband?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Bill Macy.
Bill Macy, exactly, yeah.
So Bill Macy eats at this restaurant that I eat at.
Yeah.
And he's across the way, so I said, hey, Bill, listen, man, you want to be on that TV show I have?
Yeah.
He goes, sure. So that'll be sweet. I think we're doing that in the sweeps.
But is he going to be on? Really? Well, do you want him on?
Oh, yeah. I love that guy. He goes, Maud, sit.
Yeah. That's it, then.
That's the only guy we got. But I think the idea is once Bill Macy does it, other guys will want to jump in.
Oh, yeah, it'll start a firestorm.
It's getting that first guy.
Now, the show, when you changed the name, it's no longer the Norm Show. It's not just Norm. Did we cover that before?
Yeah.
It's Norm, right?
They changed it to Norm, yeah.
Wait, it's not the Norm Show.
No,
what happened there?
I don't know. They figured that would rev things up.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
No, you know, they take out the. It's like for love of game, that movie. Love game. They took, the actual expression is for the love of the game.
Right.
They took the thes out to speed things up. You didn't know that story?
Yeah, oh, yeah, I knew that story. Oh, it's a great story.
You hate me now because of the stuff about your testicles.
Norm,
I love you. You're my favorite
I couldn't be more flattered when guests come on the show and discuss my testicles. It's one of my favorite things. It's certainly not discussed at home.
I'll be great now. I'll be a good man next time. I always like to show you the respect. You're my favorite guy.
Yeah, what the hell happened with the suit to show me the respect? You moron! What are you trying to pull here?
No, hey, congratulations on the Emmy.
Yeah, we're just kidding.
You're the funniest show on TV.
Thank you very much.
And I feel bad.
Norm MacDonald, ladies and gentlemen. Were you ever like a bonehead? Did you ever do punk stuff when you were a kid?
Well, when I was young, I was crazy. Like, I'd do anything, you know.
Really?
Yeah, I was just like, because you're young, you don't care, you know, you don't have a job or anything, right?
Yeah, sure.
You're just drifting around from town to town. But I remember one time, like, because I used to do, you know, like for the purposes of this show, like beer, you know?
Have a little beer?
Yeah. And so I was like ripped out of my mind on this beer. It was like... It was like that beer that where you like hallucinate, where you had so much beer, you know?
Got some really good beer.
Yeah, it was good beer. So I remember I went to this place. There's this place that in Canada called Ottawa.
It's the capital. It's the capital of the country.
It's the nation's capital, yeah. And so they have this thing every year. It's called the Panda Game, right?
Panda?
Panda, like an animal.
Yeah, sure.
And so, but they just call it. That has nothing to do with pandas. So it's the University of Ottawa versus Carleton University. It's the two universities, and they play a game against each other.
Crosstown rivalry.
That's it.
Yeah.
And so everybody goes and gets parties up and they drink and they do beer and then they do some more beer and everything, you know. And sometimes they mix the beer with the beer.
Oh no. That's dangerous, isn't it?
It is.
Have to be very careful.
So I went to this thing, and the thing about the Panda game is it's just a big party, and every year somebody does something crazy, you know? Like the engineering students from one of the things, like one time they put a bunch of greased pigs on the field.
Yeah, college pranks.
Yeah, college pranks. One year they made a big slingshot, giant one, and they shot like water balloons over to the other side to hit. And so every year everybody wonders, hey, I wonder what's going to be the big prank. Yeah. So then I was there. I was really wrecked, you know? I was like, and so in my head, right, I go, I'm going to figure out the prank to do. I'm going to be that guy, you know? And so I'm walking around. I'm no good at pranks, you know? And I'm walking around the stadium, and I'm trying to think, and I see, you know where they sell the hot dogs, the hot dog stand? Yeah. There's a big, like, mustard thing where you push on the top.
The big pump, sure.
You know those big yellow things? And you push on the top to get some for your delicious hot dogs and mustard?
Yeah.
So I go, I'll grab this hot dog mustard thing. And so I grab it, and I'm like walking away, and I get back to my seat, and I go, my idea was I'll chuck this giant mustard thing onto the field, and then it will cause a big mustard stain on the football field. And I thought that would be really cool, because mustard is hard to get out. And so I get there, you know, but I'm really wrecked, and I get there and I go, and plus I was way up, like way up. There was I would have had to have superhuman strength to get that thing there. And I don't have superhuman strength.
No, just a guy.
I'm just a guy, you know. And so I take up the mustard, I go, and I throw the mustard up, right? And then the mustard just goes up a little way, and then I see like the top like starts spinning off of it. And then this mustard all comes out. And then I just see all these guys like right in front of me, you know? And then so my buddy goes, run for your life, you know? So I start running like this.
And that's it.
That's the whole story.
Norm, you had a couple of beers before the show, didn't you? This weekend on Saturday Night Live, Rob Lowe and the Spice Girls plus Joe Pesci. Now, got a couple of seconds. Go ahead, do it. Let me see it. Come on, let me see it. Just a little. Just a little.
What's that?
Just a little. You know what I'm talking
about.
What
would that mean?
Just let me see a little of it. Come on, Norm. Come on.
I got to do it with Paul.
All right, do a little with Paul.
Me as myself?
Yeah, you got to play yourself.
All right, I'll play myself.
Oh, God.
Yeah, not so easy when I'm sitting right here, is it, Big Shot? There we go.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm not ready for this.
I know you're not ready now. No, you're ready on your little show, but you're not ready here. You got all week to get ready on your little show.
Okay.
Here we go.
So it's like, who's gonna be the?
I don't know. Oh, Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe and the Spice Girls.
Yeah, Paul. Rob Lowe and the Spice Girls. Do you enjoy the Spice Girls, Paul?
Spice Girls, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they'll be on the show. And Paul, do you watch the Saturday Night Live show?
Yeah.
What time is that on now, Paul?
Huh?
I say, what time would that be on?
It's like it's 11. It's live. I think.
Yeah.
Off. Have you taken some vacation? Have you gone anywhere? Traveled?
Yeah. I went. I wanted to get away from all the showbiz, crazy showbiz.
Yeah.
So I decided I'd go on a vacation. You know.
Right.
And I don't like to go to hotels because all my years of doing my nightclub act, I don't like hotels.
Yeah.
So I decided I'll go. You know, my buddy tells me, he goes, "Hey, you should go to one of them bed and breakfasts." You ever hear tell them?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. The idea is you go there. It's a guy's house. And you live in his room, and then he makes you some breakfast.
Right. Very.
Yeah. It's a thumbnail.
Yeah, that's it. Sure.
So I looked one up on the internet there, and I found one. I went to Vancouver Island, Victoria, which is beautiful.
Love
oh my
it. Yeah.
God, it's God's little country. And so I go there, and I look up my place where I'm supposed to go. I have it on a little piece of paper, and I knock on the door, right? And there's no answer. So I knock again, and there's still no answer. So finally, I look like in the window there, and there's an old man sleeping on a couch, you know?
Yeah.
So I bang on the door, ringing the doorbell, you know? So finally I hear like, "Hey, keep your pants on there," you know, from the inside. And he comes to the door, old guy, you know, but I'd say 80, 85 years old. Yeah. Old Harold Delaney was his name.
Harold Delaney?
Yeah, nice enough gentleman, you know? And so I got in there, and I says, "Well, I better go to sleep." There's no one else there, you know? Like, I thought it'd be like a whole bunch of people in different rooms, you know?
Yeah.
And it was just me.
Yeah.
So I go up and I go to sleep, and I'm ready to go to sleep, and a knock comes on the door, right? knock on my bedroom door.
Right.
So I figure, uh-oh, old Harold Delaney wants to have sex with me there.
That's the first thought that went through your mind, huh?
Well, I'm a young fella. These days, anything
not a
goes.
bad-looking guy, sure, yeah. Traveling alone, why not?
And of course, I didn't come to Victoria to have sex with old Harold Delaney. You know, I came to do some sightseeing.
Of course.
Yeah. So then I hear him. He goes, "Well, you ought to play some Scrabble."
Oh, Scrabble.
Yeah. So I say, "Okay, that's good.
Sure.
I'll play some Scrabble." So I go down and he pulls out this old Scrabble game there, and we start to play. You know, and I like Scrabble. You know, so I get the first turn. You know, because I picked the lower letter, and so I get the first turn. So I make rabbit. You know.
Pretty good.
It's a good word. And then I do it pretty quick. I take like a couple of minutes. And then old Harold Delaney, he takes like a half hour to like get his word. And the whole time he's not talking. He's not telling me old stories, because I like hearing old stories, you know. And instead, it was like for a half hour, it was just Harold Delaney going. So then after a half an hour of that, you know, I'm just sitting there. He comes up with his word. It's hat. That's his word, yeah. Hat. So he puts it, and he takes the word hat, and then he puts it like way in the corner on that triple letter score.
Right.
The triple word, the red one that you want to get to.
Yeah, sure.
But you can't just put it there.
No. It's got to have some relation to rabbit.
Yeah. You got to move up there, you know, and finally get to there. But instead, he just puts it right there.
Oh,
hat.
no.
So I go, all right, you know. And so then it's my turn, you know, I do something, and quickly, and then again, the same thing, like, you know, and then time going by, and then every word, and I was coming up with good words, you know, I had sleigh, you know, a sleigh ride, and avocado.
Whoa.
It was a 7-letter word.
Yep.
You get 50 extra points. I'm still way behind him.
He's just freelancing the board.
Yes. And so finally I decided I'm gonna I gotta say something, you know? So and all his words were like cup and hat, and I think it was just like things he'd see around the room, you know? And so I'm playing excellently. I should be in the lead, but instead I'm like 1,000 points behind. And finally, like I gotta say something, you know? So he puts boot, you know, up on this triple, and it really annoyed me because I was building towards the triple letter. And he just puts boot, and so I said, finally, I got to say something here. And I go, hey, old Harold Delaney there, I don't know, you can't put boot there. And then he goes, you never heard tell of a boot? So I go, no, I know what a boot is, I'm just saying. He goes, if a fella goes out there, has to wear a boot. So I go, no, I know I made avocado. I know a boot. You know? And it just took him forever. And I noticed a weird thing. There were no blanks. You know how you have the blanks in the game, and it's always good to use any letter, right? Yeah. I realized there's no blanks in this game, and I figured old Harold Delaney must have, when he got the game, figured, what the hell is that, you know? And thrown it.
Program Norm. Ladies and gentlemen, here's our good friend, Norm MacDonald. Norm, come on out.
Oh, great, yeah.
Now, you said to me when you came out, and I appreciate it, he said, hey, nice to see you, man. And then you looked at me and you said, you look great, but the look in your eye, I could tell you didn't mean it. Now, do I look bad? Do I look like I'm fading here?
No, I felt weird saying you look great always means like it sounds
Compared to being dead is what you were thinking, right?
Actually, like when I saw you on Monday, because they were promoting it all day, but they never showed you in the promos.
Yeah, slick, huh?
Yeah. And I said, I wonder what Dave's going to look like. And I was watching with my buddy, and then you come out, and your face looked like green.
Green, ooh.
And then I said, oh, my God, Dave's face turned green. Right? And then it turned like pink.
Ooh.
And then I realized it was my TV. It wasn't you.
You thought maybe it was a side effect of the surgery at first?
No, I knew that people don't turn green, pink, green, pink.
Yeah.
But I thought right at first you were green. I said, oh, my God. So anyways, I'm going to get my TV fixed, which is a lot better than, you know, when you think about it.
Yeah. Well, easier probably, too.
Than getting you.
I heard something that I thought was interesting, and
I get nervous. I get nervous around sick people. I I know you're not sick.
I'm fine. I'm not sick. Yeah. I've been through a rather strenuous procedure.
No, I know.
But I'm not.
Oh my God, I know. I know all about that stuff. I go to doctors all the time.
You do, really?
Yeah.
You seem like you're in pretty good shape.
Well, I'm afraid of getting sick, though, man. I'm afraid of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't like. I go to specialists. I go to the Mayo Clinic every.
Oh yeah, they're pretty good up there.
They're great.
You got some top boys.
Yeah, because I used to go to general practitioners, GPs.
Yeah.
Those guys suck. I don't even understand what they're general. They're not a specialist in anything. So they're kind of like, yeah, I'm a little bit good at everything. You know. So I go, give me a physical. You know what they do? They go like this. They poke around my belly. You know what I mean? And then they take a thing. They look at my ear with a light.
Yeah.
Right? I go, oh, is everything all right there in my head? My entire head's good, huh?
They can see the entire head.
They go, yeah, everything's all right there. Then they take the thing. It's almost like a cartoon. Like they hit my knee with a mallet.
The reflex mallet. Sure, yeah.
And that never comes back negative. You know, I mean,
you're hooked up. Sometimes it might, but you're hooked up pretty good.
No, they go. You're not. Good news. You're not paralyzed from the neck down. Your knee responds to me hitting it with a hammer.
Now, Norm, I heard.
But thank God.
He's not done. He's just resting.
Thank God I miss you, though.
I want to ask you a question about your personal life. And if it's none of my business, please tell me. Now, I heard that you had given up, you had a recreation, you had a hobby, gambling. You enjoyed gambling.
Yeah, I had the hobby of compulsive gambling.
Really? And you've given it up?
Yeah.
Well, good for you. That's a big step.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how's that going?
It's not much fun. Life isn't much fun without it.
Really?
No. It's not a lot of fun because there's nothing to do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I don't watch games anymore because I used to bet on the games. It was very exciting. I don't go to Las Vegas. The thing about it is you start feeling like a big jackass, you know, because you lose so much money, and then they think they're fooling you. Like you go to casinos, right?
Yeah, sure.
And they're friendly to you. Like the bigger jackass you are, the more friendly they are. You know? Like you know you're in trouble when a guy runs up wants to give you free stuff. Hey, you want a steak? You're like, no, that's all right. Free, man. I'll buy you a free, like some beef. You're like, no, that's all right.
That's just to keep you gambling is what it is.
Yeah, you want to stay here in the hotel, like, for free for a week? You're like, no, I'm just here for the day.
Yeah.
No, seriously, and I got some steak.
Yeah. Did you ever win really, really big? I don't know much about gambling. I don't know much about this compulsion. So, but did you ever win big? Is that the point, or is it just the action?
I don't know. I went to a psychiatrist. You ever go to those guys?
Yeah, sure.
You do?
Sure.
Those guys are horrible.
Well, are they worse than the GPs?
They're much worse. I'll tell you what a psychiatrist does, man. They make you, like, get in touch with the emotions that you spend your life trying to avoid at all costs.
That's so good. Well, I'm glad you're not gambling.
This one woman, man, she was like, what do you do? And I'm like, hey, man, you know, everything's fine. She's like, no, but why?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I'm like all emotional. Like you on Monday night where you were emotional, you know when a guy's like not a regularly emotional guy like you,
right?
And then they are emotional.
Right.
It's like, it's like watching Nixon cry or something. Like,
I wasn't really crying. I wasn't break down and sobbing or anything.
It was a great moment.
Yeah.
A great moment.
Oh, yeah.
And when you brought the doctors out
right.
and all that and the staff, and all I could think of is at that hospital, what about the people that come in?
Well, I felt bad about the guy they left on the table. Yeah, that's too bad.
You're a good man. It's so good to have you back. I've been having to watch Rhoda on the Channel 6.
Now, when we come back, I want you to tell the story. Every time you've been here, we didn't have time to get to the story. The first time you got drunk and passed out. Okay, we'll do that. We'll be right back here with Norm MacDonald. It's a great story, and we always run out of time, and I want you to tell it. You were a kid, right? This is the first time you got drunk?
When I got drunk, yeah. I was a very straight-laced kid, you know.
How old were you when this happened?
I was 18, 19 years old, and I decided to drink, you know. And I was out with my buddies at a bar. My God, we started drinking. They had those shooters, you know. Mm-hmm. You know, those are hard to take, you know. You can't gauge them, you know. And before you knew it, I was so crazily drunk, like just drunk out of my mind. And so then time passes in a weird way and everything. And my friends, they wanted to leave the bar.
Right.
Like, yeah, let's go, right? And I'm like, ah! I got like crazy all of a sudden, right? So I'm like, why should I leave? We're having fun here at the bar. You guys leave if you want, right? So they go. And I'm making friends with everybody, man. There was a fat guy with a beard, you know. And there's a jukebox. It's like a Western movie, you know what I mean? And there's a bartender. There's all kinds of ladies and everything like that. And everybody's my friend. So I'm getting drunker and drunker with these shots, you know, and they're all crazy, dirty sex name shots, you know? Like,
oh, yeah.
Here, have a dirty sex, you know, whatever. They make you order them to humiliate you. You know, you're a drunk loser. You're like, yeah, can you have sex with me? Just come on. So anyways, I get all drunk, and then I go into the bathroom, and a dude gives me some pills. He has some pills.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and you're not supposed to ever mix pills with booze.
Is that right?
Yeah. And then any doctor...
They told you up at the Mayo Clinic?
Yeah. But this guy was not a doctor. He was just a guy I met in the bathroom.
Even worse than a GP.
He was worse than a GP. His name though was Dr. Midnight. But I found out he was not accredited.
Not really a doctor, no. Yeah.
So anyways, so I take these pills, and what they do is, they say that you're not supposed to mix them, but on the other hand, in one way it works. So I'm like so drunk now and having so much fun and everything. And, hey, fat bearded guy, having an arm wrestle with him. I don't know how to arm wrestle. Then all of a sudden I'm playing pool. I go to shoot a thing of pool and I fall down right in all the pool balls. And then I just black out. What's called blacking out. Yeah. It's not passing out.
You black out.
You don't remember anything.
Oh yeah.
I wake up, right? I'm in a bed, but it's not my bed, you know? And I look beside me. Who do I see? The fat bearded guy. So I go, holy Lord God, I had sex with the fat bearded guy. Right? And at this point in my life, I was a young man. I had never had intercourse in my life.
Right.
And I'd always imagined it, but I never imagined it that way. You know?
I wouldn't think so, no.
I imagined a nice lady in a dress.
That's right. But there's got to be a first time for everybody.
It's not all gravy.
No.
So I look over and I go, oh my God. Then I notice we're in twin beds there. You know, we're not not in the same bed. Right. And I go, is this some kind of one of them old-fashioned gay guys?
I don't know.
There's no such thing.
No.
Gay guys are generally not old-fashioned. They're right on top of the latest thing. They're happening.
Right on top of the latest thing.
Yeah,
that's right, Norm.
And they're so ahead of things, they have sex, and they don't even use a lady. So anyways, the upshot of the story is, what happens is I never had sex with this fat guy with a beard. This guy had checked me into a rehab. This guy was like a dirty drunk, and he took me for a dirty drunk too,
sure, yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the hell? He says, yeah, man, you know, I'll go here in rehab, man. It's good for both of us. And I'm like, oh, God. So I had a big, like a robe on and fluffy slippers. They wouldn't give me my clothes, right?
Oh, how long were you in
They
there?
had a bag of my clothes somewhere. They wouldn't tell me where it was.
Would they let you out?
No, 3 days I had to stay.
3 days?
Yeah.
That's awful.
They made me go to what is called an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, right? And I get up, I go, hey, I'm not an alcoholic, which it turns out is what a lot of alcoholics...
They all say that, yeah.
I said, the fat bearded guy, there's the alcoholic right over there.
How long did you guys date?
No!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Norm MacDonald.